Wawa, Dabiaru, Damro, you, keep it loud, on the dial, Sunflash, FM, the lively choice.
Good afternoon, it's 12 o'clock. I am at the Gibangbade with the 12 o'clock news broadcasting live from Splash FM F1 Alai. First, the top stories. Missing Ndotunijo found in Hekiche with lover, police arrest suspects. Tinubu must beheaded. Oyo Tisho pledge rescue of abducted students. U.S. commits $3.5 million to monitor Nigeria's religious violence. To the news in detail. The attention of the Ekiti State Police Command has been drawn to historical information circulating on the social media that a full bus conveying passengers from Ado Ekiti was kidnapped along Aramoko Ekiti Road on 31st May 2026. The command, upon the receipt of the disturbing information, deployed intelligence and technical operatives to that access to confirm its authenticity and for necessary actions if not true. It was then gathered that the alarm was false, created and spread by criminally minded individuals to cause unnecessary panic and discredit the efforts of the security agencies in the state as well as the government in ensuring adequate safety for the citizens. It has come to the notice of the command that there is an international and a coordinated plan by some individuals to start creating and spreading false alarms about bandit attack, kidnapping, amongst others in the state. Ondo State, an 18-year-old girl reported missing by her family in Ondo State has been found in neighboring Ekiti State after police investigations revealed that she had traveled with her boyfriend without informing her relatives, sources familiar with the case narrated. The teenager, identified as Esther, was recovered during an intelligence-led operation conducted by operatives of the Ondo State Police Command after her family reported her disappearance. According to her information obtained, the matter was reported to the police on May 20, 2026 by the girl's mother, Mrs. Felicia, who told investigators that her daughter had left home for an unknown destination and remained unreachable for about 5 days. The development reportedly triggered concerns among family members who sought police intervention after unsuccessful attempts to establish contact with her or determine her whereabouts. Sources disclosed that detectives attached to the Ikare division immediately commenced investigations, combining intelligence gathering, technical analysis, and tracking efforts to locate the missing girl. Their investigation eventually led them to her village near Ida Farm in Ekiti State, after operatives reportedly traced signals from the girl's mobile phone to the area. A police team subsequently moved to the location where Esther was found in the company of one Rashid Alabi of Iborokba Akoko. The suspect was taken into custody while the teenager was safely returned and reunited with her family. Moving to Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has appealed to residents and families of abducted peoples and teachers in Orire local government area to remain calm and pray for their safe return, cautioning against protests at this critical moment. Makinde made the appeal yesterday during a Thanksgiving service, marking the 60th birthday and retirement of the outgoing head of service, Mrs. Olubumi Oni, held at the Christ Apostolic Church, Ibadan. According to him, public demonstrations at this stage could worsen the situation by giving kidnappers the attention they seek. to Ogun State, authorities of Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Abeokuta, have expelled 365 students for gaining admission into the institution using falsified academic documents. This was according to a statement signed by the Public Relations Officer of the Polytechnic, Mr. Yemi Ajibola, and made available to journalists today. The affected students all enrolled in various higher national diploma programs were found to have presented fake national diploma research and forged academic transcripts from different institutions to facilitate their admission into the Polytechnic. The rector of the Polytechnic, Dr. Koye Jolausho, has therefore cautioned prospective applicants and admission seekers against the use of fake academic credentials to gain admission into the institution. Moving on, the Nigerian Labour Congress has dismissed the proposal of 100,000 naira as minimum wage by the Nigerian Governors Forum, insisting that a realistic living wage under the current economic conditions should be as high as 1 million naira. The NLC spokesperson, Benson Upa, stated this in an interview yesterday. His reaction followed comments by the NGF chairman and governor of Kwara State, Abraham Abdulrazak, who disclosed that governors were considering a new national minimum wage of 100,000 naira. Reacting to the proposal, Upa said that although the governor's consideration of a wage review was commendable, 100,000 naira was significantly below that workers required to cope with current economic realities. The Nigerian Governors Forum has yet to formally present any proposal on a new minimum wage framework to the federal government or organized labor. In the meantime, the special assistant to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on social media, Dada Olusegun, has defended the federal government's approach to communicating kidnapping incidents, saying public updates on rescue operations could compromise security efforts as armed groups also monitor social media. His comment came today amid renewed criticism online over the handling of recent school abductions, with some users accusing the government of failing to provide sufficient assurance on rescue operations. Responding via his X handle, Olusegun argued that operational secrecy was necessary to protect victims and security personnel, insisting that law enforcement agencies must be allowed to work without public disclosure of sensitive details. The clarification comes as public concern much over recurring school kidnappings in parts of the country, with growing criticism of government communication around rescue efforts. Moving on, the President of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has expressed condolences to families affected by the abduction of pupils and teachers in Owerri local government area of Oyo State, saying no child should ever be taken from the safety of a classroom. In a statement released today, the President said he shared in the pain and anxiety of affected families following the attack on communities in Esele and Yawata, which has triggered nationwide concern over school security. The President also commiserated with the family of a teacher killed during the attack, Mrs. Oyedoko, the widow of Michael Oyedoko, who was beheaded by bandits in Oyo State, describing her as a victim whose sacrifice would not be forgotten. Tinubu further reinforced previously announced security measures in the area, including the deployment of a specialized security unit with advanced rescue capabilities and the mobilization of 1,000 forest guides in collaboration with the Oyo State government to strengthen surveillance in forest corridors used by armed groups. To the news beyond Nigeria. The United States Department of State has announced a $3.5 million funding opportunities aimed at improving the documentation and reporting of religious freedom abuses in Nigeria. The initiative, unveiled by the Office of the International Religious Freedom under the Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labor, seeks applications from organizations capable of strengthening reporting efforts on attacks linked to religion and belief across the country. According to the notice of funding opportunities released on May 22, 2026, the program will run for between 24 and 48 months, with one award anticipated under either a grant or cooperative agreement. The funding opportunity is opening to foreign and US-based non-profit organizations, public international organizations, higher education institutions, and for-profit entities, although the department said it prefers working with non-profit